Hello guys, so in this tutorial I'm going to talk about how to use a compressor in your mixing. So I'm going to grab a compressor and then we're going to use it on the vocals, and I'm going to talk about some few things that you need to know about a compressor. And once you understand these few things, you can use a compressor to mix your songs and your tracks. So here is a compressor on the lead vocal. So let's listen to the lead vocal without compression, and then I'm going to talk about the importance of a compressor and why you need it in your mix, and also the use of the knobs. Love you've shown me, no one else have done this. You came to die for me. You took away my sin. Precious love you've shown. So this is a vocal that is not compressed. So let's listen to the compressed version of the vocal. Shown me, no one else have done this. You came to die for me. You took away my sin. Okay, so what is it about a compressor that you need to know? There are a few things that you need to know about a compressor, and they are not complicated. It's just simple things, but once you know them, it's going to help you to decide if you need a compressor on an instrument, a vocal, or not. So, compression is all about controlling the dynamic range of an audio signal, which is the difference between the loudest and quietest part of the signal. So, the primary purpose of compression is to level out dynamics, and also a compression reduces the volume of loud peaks in an audio signal, making it more consistent in volume. This helps maintain a more balanced and controlled sound. So that is the use of a compressor. Now I want to talk about the compressor controls, because that is the very important things that you need to understand and know how to use them. So I'm going to talk about the threshold. The threshold sets the level at which compression begins to take effect. Any part of the signal that exceeds this level would be compressed. Lowering the threshold means more compression. So, this threshold, if I begin to lower it, it means more compression. It compresses it more. So, let me demonstrate it for you to see. Precious love, you've shown me no. Right now, it is not compressing because the threshold is not pulled down. I've not lowered it. So now look at how the gain reduction is going to be, and also listen to the sound of the vocal once I begin to lower the threshold. No one else have done this. You came to die for me. You took away my sin. You can tell that lowering the threshold, that is where you hear the compressor, what the compressor is doing to the signal. So that is the work of the threshold. And also the ratio. The ratio determines how much the signal above the threshold is reduced. For example, 4.1 ratio means that for every 4 dB, the input signal exceeds the threshold. The output will only increase by 1 dB. Higher ratios result in more compression. So right now, the ratio here is 4.1. So the threshold and the ratio, they work together hand in hand. So look at the ratio. Once I pull the ratio bar down to 8.1, look at this side of the graphic. This side goes down. It means that more compression will be done once I begin to pull down the threshold. But for instance, I give it like the ratio 2 or 1. This side is being raised up. It means that the compressor wouldn't do more compression. Higher ratios result in more compression. Now let's come to the attack. The attack time determines how quickly the compressor responds to signals that exceeds the threshold. A fast attack time can tame transients, while a lower attack time lets some transients through before compression kicks in. So, for instance, the attack time, when you put the attack fast, actually what it does is it tames the transients. So a fast attack can tame the transients. In other words, too much of it, can squash the sound. So it's determining what you want to use it to do. That is where you decide if to give it a fast attack or a slower attack. So if you want the natural sound to go through the compressor, a bit of it, then you should not give it a fast attack, but like a medium attack or a slower attack. But if you want to tame the transients, you want to tame the signal, then you can set it on a fast attack in order to tame the signal. The other knob or control is the release. The release time controls how long it takes for the compressor to stop compressing once the input signal falls below the threshold. Faster release times result in quicker recovery of the original signal range. So let me demonstrate it. I'm going to demonstrate all the four knobs that I've spoken about: the threshold, the ratio, the attack, and the release. Before I demonstrate it, let me talk about the last one, which is the makeup. The makeup gain, which is after compression, the output level is typically lower than the input. Makeup gain allows you to boost the compressed signal to match the desired output level. So if the desired output level is around maybe 6 dB, and then you begin to compress, it is going to reduce from 6 dB. So you have to use the makeup gain to boost it to come to that level that it was before you compressed it. So let me demonstrate it here right now. Precious love, you've shown me. No one else have done this. You came to die. So let's give it a ratio of 3.1. You took away my sin. Precious love. So a ratio of 3.1. The attack 10 milliseconds. And then the release, let's make it fast. Release. Without any makeup. You've shown me no one else have done this. You came to die for me. So right now the gain reduction is negative 6 dB. So it means that we are losing negative 6 dB from the original sound. So that is the meaning of the gain reduction. It reduces the volume of the signal. So it compresses it and it reduces in volume. That is the meaning of the gain reduction. So right now we are losing 6 dB from the original sound.
You took away my sin, precious love you've shown.
So this is the compressed signal. You could tell that the uncompressed signal is more louder than the compressed signal. Look at it.
Shown me no one else have done this. You came to die for me.
You can tell that the compressed signal is tight, is glued, and is warm in a way. And the uncompressed signal is not tight, is just loosed. So now we're going to use the makeup gain to make up all the losses of the gain that we have lost in the signal.
You took away my sin, precious love you've shown me. No one else have done this. You came to die.
The compressed signal and the uncompressed signal, they sound the same in level.
Die for me. You took away my sin. Precious love you've shown me.
So let's listen to it in the context of the song.
No one else have done this. You came to die for me. You took away my sin. Precious love you've shown me. No one else have done this. You came to die for me. You took away my sin. Jesus, you love me. You died for me. Thank you, Lord. Jesus, you love me. You died for me. Thank you, Lord. Precious Jesus, you died for me. Thank you, Jesus.
So you could hear the consistency in the levels of the lead vocals. So these are the few things I want you to know about using a compressor in order to set the dynamic of your sound. So get ready for the next tutorials, which I'm going to apply effects on this mix.